how do you evaluate what you've done so far, based on what you thought you would do? Based on what
You know, of course, I want to, do more, and that's always my mindset, regardless of what I go out there and do. So, for me, I want to make sure I'm being a playmaker every time I step on that field. So, definitely not to my expectations, but those flows of the game kind of happen. So, I'm just going to continue to put in the work and believing in myself, believing in this offense to get to that point.
I think anybody in your position, especially with what you can do, would say, "I see it coming." I imagine that's the truth, but how do you see it coming? What signs, what indicators do you see that say, as soon as this offense gets going, it's gonna break big?
I'd see us putting in the work. Honestly, that's all I need to see is good things will happen to those doing the right things, and I think we're doing the right things. Week in and week out, and those things will continue to shine or continue to develop, and eventually be put into the light. So I'm confident.
But as far as yourself, though, as far as your own performance, do you see like plays that you maybe couldn't make in week 1 or 2 that you'll be able to make in week 7 or 8? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, definitely. As I continue to develop in this game and develop at the speed of the play at this level, that I'll continue to be able to develop and make those plays at some point, and eventually make every play that comes to me. That's the goal.
What's the missing element? Is it just experience? Is it just snaps? Is it just, or is there something that just needs to happen for it to?
I don't know. I think it's a combination of things. You know what I mean? All I can do is continue to perfect my game and make sure I'm being detailed and dialed on everything that I can do within this offense, and the plays will come to me, I think, when that happens. So just staying on my piece of cue.
How often do you and Caleb talk about the big play, the connection? Because we know that there was a lot of underneath last week, but you guys talk about the big play?
I mean, a little bit. Of course, we want to connect on the big play. That's always fun. That's why we play the game, for those deep shots and those highlight plays. But at the end of the day, it's about being an effective and efficient offense. So if that's dunking, little passes here and there down the field and get touchdowns, that's what we're gonna do. And at some point when they're hitting deep balls and being able to go over the top on the defense, that's what it's going to be that week. But not something that we necessarily harp on. We just continue to execute the game plan.
Scale of 1 to 10, how hard is it getting a helmet on with the hair like that?
Oh, it's a 0, man. It's easy. It's easy. Yeah, I just put it on. Put the hair over. It's about technique. The technique of putting it on, clearing out the ear holes, and we're ready to roll.
You've got practice.
Yeah,
practice,
I've
right?
had practice.
Is it going to be like this Sunday?
No, not this Sunday. I'll have it out a few games when I'm tired of getting it braided up, and when the winter comes in, I need an extra light coat. Yeah, I'll have it out.
What are you guys feeling at home? Won 7 straight at home. I know you weren't a part of all of those, but Flus just said he attributes it to the fans. What do you guys feel in terms of this home win streak?
Yeah, definitely. The atmosphere and everything has a factor to play in it, and it's a pride thing. I think we're taking care of the house, making sure nobody's coming into our crib, and leaving with a W. So we take pride in that, and of course, like Luke said, the fans are a great part of that as well, with their energy and their vibe every time we're out there on Soldier Field.
What did you feel offensively in terms of the rhythm last week? Was it the best? I know it wasn't numbers-wise, it wasn't the biggest, but like Caleb was efficient. You had a couple of sustained touchdown drives. What did you guys feel, and how is it, with a chance to build up with that?
Yeah, no, I think it's continued to build and continue to get more efficient. We didn't have, necessarily all the deep plays and, all the connections that we would like to see, but we were able to move the balls and put points on the board. So I think that's something that's really important, as well as playing complementary football with the defense when they get turnovers. So, it's not perfect. It's not exactly where we want to be at, but it's developing and it's continuing to get better, and that's something we can have hope
with that in mind, you being on the field with Keenan and DJ was expected to be kind of a pick your poison thing for defenses. Right. It hasn't quite developed. I know it's early, but I mean, do you see that? Do you see you guys playing off each other and your skills complementing each other like people thought?
No, 100%. And that'll happen. And the more plays we put on film, the more defenses have to stress, guarding each one of us within the offense, and that goes for all the weapons on the offense that are expand further than the wide receiver room. So when we continue to do those things and we put those plays on tape, which will come, I think it'll continue to broaden the stress that we put on the defense.
Thanks, Ron. Appreciate it.